When my mother became a widow, I decided I should move to the East Coast to keep my eye on her. Not too close to her because she'd expect things from me. So I wanted to be a little distance. I chose to move to Boston. Boston, seafood, history, arts, universities, sounded good to me. So I got a job and contacted a college friend, could stay with him. I got settled and drove to Boston. Well, the interstate comes up to Boston, has a T-junction, and I knew I had to go east. So I look at the signs. The signs say, Dedham Needham. Dedham Needham, is this French? I don't know what that meant. I just had to kind of guess which way to turn. So I finally wind up at my friend's house, and now this is Boston. I'm going to find an apartment. And in Boston, you don't get an apartment in the newspaper, you get it from a real estate agent, but you find a real estate agent through the newspaper. So I went to the candy store, the corner grocery store, and bought a newspaper. Headline, heavy rains expected in the hub. The hub. So I asked the candy store guy, what's the hub? He said, oh, that's here. This candy store? I said, no, Boston. Boston is the hub of the universe. Okay, so that's really neat. And I find a real estate agency in the town I want to move to, and I go there, and this young woman around 20, dark hair, starts to process and chit-chatting. She said that she'd been up to Maine. So I said, what was that like? She said, oh, the people up there are really backward. They don't know how to make an Italian. And I look at her, and she's got this dark hair, and she's kind of Italian. Did she just say something dirty? I don't think that was dirty because it's a real estate office, you know. And so there I was. I didn't know the difference between Dedham and Needham. I didn't know where the hub of the universe was. I didn't know how to make an Italian, so I was a fish out of water. And in fact, I was backwards as well. Me and the entire population of the state of Maine was backward. So this feeling of being a fish out of water stayed with me. I did learn how to make an Italian. You take capicola, mortadella, and Genoa, and you put them in a Syrian with hots. It's a sandwich. And even though I learned how to make an Italian, I still felt like a fish out of water. 5 years later, my brother and I decided to move my mother to Ohio, where he lives. She's in a nursing home, and I moved back to the Midwest, where, as you know, people use words like east, west, north, and south. They don't think the universe revolves around their city. And when somebody says he knows how to make an Italian, he really is talking dirty.